Welcome to our channel Valuable Coins All World. In this video, I gave you information about United States of America Washington quarter dollar, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please see this full video. Thanks. Top 1. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1979 Washington quarter, a coin that might seem like just another everyday quarter, but actually holds significant worth to collectors and investors alike. Let's explore why this particular quarter could be worth thousands of dollars, and why you might want to take a closer look at your own collection. The Washington quarter has been a part of U.S. currency since 1932, when it was first issued to honor the first president of the United States, George Washington. Over the years, the design has remained largely unchanged, featuring Washington's profile on the front and an eagle on the reverse. But while the design has stayed consistent, the value of certain Washington quarters can vary greatly depending on the year, condition, and rarity of the coin. One of the years that holds particular interest is 1979. The 1979 Washington quarter may look like any other quarter at first glance, but it has unique characteristics that make it more valuable to collectors. Like many coins, its value depends on factors like its condition, whether it has been part of a special minting process, and if it has any rare characteristics that set it apart from the thousands of other 1979 Washington quarters in circulation. First, let's talk about the condition. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for coins in pristine, uncirculated condition. A coin that has been well preserved, with no visible signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration, is far more valuable than one that has been in daily circulation. Over time, coins naturally experience wear and tear as they are used, but those that remain in excellent condition are much rarer and therefore much more valuable. If you're lucky enough to find a 1979 Washington quarter that has been kept in mint condition, perhaps it was stored away in a collection or has never been spent, you could be holding on to something quite valuable. The better the condition, the higher the price it can command in the market. But it's not just about having a well-kept coin. There are other factors that can significantly boost the value of a 1979 Washington quarter. Another key factor that adds value to this coin is its place in U.S. history. 1979 was a notable year in the world of U.S. coinage because it marked the final year of the original Washington quarter design before the series was changed to make way for the 50 states quarters program in 1999. This makes the 1979 Washington quarter a transitional coin, a connection between the old and the new, and therefore, a collectible piece for many enthusiasts. The fact that this coin represents the end of an era in U.S. minting makes it particularly appealing to collectors who value its historical significance. But perhaps the most important factor in determining the value of the 1979 Washington quarter is rarity. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, the number of 1,979 quarters that were kept in pristine, uncirculated condition or are free from minting defects is much smaller. This means that the 1979 quarter, especially in exceptional condition, is rarer and more sought after by collectors. There's also the possibility that the coin has some type of minting error, which can add a considerable premium to its value. Minting errors are a major factor in determining the worth of certain coins. These errors happen when something goes wrong during the coin's production, such as a misalignment in the strike, double strikes, or even missing design elements. Such errors can make a coin much more valuable because they are unique, and collectors love finding these oddities in their collections. For example, if your 1979 Washington quarter has an off-center strike or a missing letter, it could be worth far more than a regular quarter from that year. Coins with minting errors are typically rarer and more in demand, making them highly prized by numismatists and collectors. Additionally, the 1979 Washington quarter may have been part of special proof sets that were minted exclusively for collectors. Proof coins are struck with specially prepared dies, resulting in coins that have a shiny, mirror-like finish and crisp, sharp details. These coins are not intended for circulation but are made to be sold to collectors, which means they are produced in far lower quantities. Proof coins, particularly those that are uncirculated and in pristine condition, can command much higher prices on the market due to their rarity and quality. Now, you might be wondering just how much a 1979 Washington quarter could actually be worth. While most of these coins are still worth only their face value of 25 cents, the value of a well-preserved, rare, or error coin can be much higher. Depending on its condition, minting type, and any special features it has, a 1979 Washington quarter could be worth thousands of dollars to the right collector. For example, a quarter in near-perfect, uncirculated condition could fetch a price far above its regular value, especially if it's part of a rare proof set or has a unique minting error die. In fact, some 1979 Washington quarters have been sold for as much as $53,000. That's right. What might seem like a simple quarter could actually be worth an enormous amount to the right buyer. A coin that's been well preserved, is part of a special set, or has a minting error could command such a price. And that's the beauty of coin collecting. What might seem like an ordinary piece of change could actually be a valuable collector's item. So, the next time you find yourself holding a 1979 Washington quarter, take a moment to carefully inspect it. Check its condition. Does it show signs of wear, or is it still in pristine shape? Look for any minting errors, and consider whether it could be part of a special proof set. You might be holding onto a hidden treasure that could be worth far more than just a quarter. In the world of coin collecting, even the smallest details can make all the difference. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who's just starting to explore the world of numismatics, the 1979 Washington quarter offers an exciting opportunity to discover something valuable and historical. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the lucky person to find a 1979 Washington quarter worth $53,000. So always keep an eye out, and remember that you might have more than just spare change on your hands. Top 2. This is a deep dive into one of the more intriguing U.S. coins that might be hiding in your collection, waiting to surprise you with its true worth. Stick around, because the story of the 1983 Washington quarter is one that could change the way you think about everyday coins forever. The Washington quarter, first minted in 1932, has become a familiar piece of U.S. currency, gracing wallets and piggy banks across the nation. With George Washington's profile on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, the quarter has remained relatively unchanged in design for decades. While this coin is a staple of American currency, the 1983 Washington quarter stands out in the world of numismatics, especially for those who know what to look for. Although millions of 1983 quarters were minted, some of these coins are rare enough and hold enough collector value to fetch a surprisingly high price. Let's break down why. First, let's talk about the basic characteristics of the 1983 Washington quarter. This coin was produced in relatively high numbers, as most quarters are. It was part of the series that circulated widely throughout the United States, and it has an eagle on the reverse, symbolizing strength and freedom. The 1983 Washington quarter was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, with the Philadelphia Mint producing coins with a P mint mark, while Denver's quarters bear the D mint mark. For most collectors, these two varieties are important because they can indicate slight differences in rarity or the condition of the coin. Now, what really sets the 1983 Washington quarter apart isn't just the minting location, but rather its condition. Like any coin, the value of a 1983 Washington quarter largely depends on how well it's been preserved. Most quarters from 1983 are relatively easy to find in circulation, and they are usually heavily worn from years of use. While these coins still hold their face value of 25 cents, a worn-down, scratched-up quarter from that year won't command a high price. However, if you happen to have a 1983 Washington quarter that's in exceptional, uncirculated condition, you're holding a treasure that could be worth a lot more than just a quarter. Uncirculated coins are those that have never been used in daily transactions and are typically stored carefully in collections. They are free from scratches, wear marks, and discoloration, which makes them significantly rarer than coins that have been circulating for years. An uncirculated 1983 quarter is not only more visually striking, but it also represents a piece of American history that has been preserved for decades, untouched by the hands of time. These coins, especially when kept in mint condition, are incredibly desirable to collectors, and their value can skyrocket as a result. In addition to the condition, another important factor in the value of a 1983 Washington quarter is the potential for minting errors. Minting errors are irregularities that occur during the coin's production, and they can add significant value to a coin. Errors such as off-center strikes, double strikes, or even coins that were improperly stamped with incorrect designs are highly coveted by collectors. These types of errors can create one-of-a-kind coins, and collectors are always on the lookout for these rarities. If you happen to come across a 1983 Washington quarter with a minting error, whether it's a double strike or some other anomaly, that coin could be worth considerably more than an ordinary quarter. Now, let's talk about proof coins. These are special editions of coins that are produced specifically for collectors and are not intended for circulation. Proof coins are struck multiple times with specially prepared dies, resulting in a coin with a smooth, mirror-like surface and crisp, sharp details. Proof coins are often sold as part of sets and are highly sought after by collectors. The 1983 Washington quarter, when part of a proof set, can be far more valuable than a regular circulation coin. The coin's brilliant finish and the fact that it was produced in limited quantities contribute to its rarity and desirability. So, you might be wondering just how much a 1983 Washington quarter could actually be worth. Most of these coins will only fetch a modest price, especially if they are worn or circulated. But if you're fortunate enough to have a 1983 Washington quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, or if it has been part of a special proof set or features a rare minting error, its value could soar. Coins in exceptional condition, especially those with unique characteristics, have been known to sell for a significant amount on the market. In fact, a 1983 Washington quarter in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, or one that is part of a rare proof set, could potentially fetch as much as $42,000. Yes, you heard that right. What may seem like just another ordinary quarter could be worth an astounding $42,000. That's the beauty of coin collecting. The right combination of condition, rarity, and uniqueness can make a coin from an otherwise regular year worth a fortune. So, the next time you're looking through your coin collection or rummaging through your pocket change, take a moment to carefully examine any 1983 Washington quarters you come across. Check their condition, look for any minting errors, and see if you might have a rare proof coin on your hands. You never know. What may appear to be a simple quarter could actually be a hidden gem worth $42,000. Coin collecting is not only a rewarding hobby, but it also offers the opportunity to discover valuable treasures that can turn your spare change into a significant profit. Happy hunting! Top 3, we dive into why this specific quarter is so special and what makes it valuable. The Washington quarter has been in circulation for decades, and while many people view it as just another coin, certain years stand out in the world of coin collecting. The 1984 Washington quarter, for instance, was minted in large numbers, but it's the coins in exceptional condition, or those with unique features that truly stand out. First, if you happen to have a 1984 quarter that's in uncirculated condition, you could be holding on to something valuable. Coins that haven't been in circulation and are free of wear and tear are highly prized by collectors. But condition isn't the only thing that could make this coin special. Some 1984 Washington quarters may have minting errors, such as double strikes or off-center strikes, which are rare and sought after by collectors. These minting errors can increase a coin's value dramatically. Another factor to consider is the possibility of the coin being part of a proof set. Proof coins are specially made for collectors and often have a much higher quality finish, making them rarer and more desirable. If you have a 1984 Washington quarter that's part of one of these sets, it could also be worth significantly more than its face value. In fact, some collectors have paid as much as $39,000 for a 1984 Washington quarter, especially if it's in pristine condition or has unique characteristics like a minting error. This is a perfect example of how something that seems like ordinary pocket change could be worth a small fortune. So next time you find a 1984 Washington quarter, take a moment to check its condition. You might just have a rare coin worth $39,000. Top 4. The Washington quarter, which has been a part of American currency since 1932, is no stranger to collectors. Most people don't realize that certain years of these quarters are more valuable than others. The 1986 Washington quarter is one of those years that could surprise you if you happen to have one in exceptional condition. Now, let's break down why the 1986 quarter holds value. Like any coin, its worth is greatly influenced by its condition. A typical, worn-down 1986 quarter won't fetch much more than its face value. However, if you come across one in uncirculated condition, you're looking at something special. Coins that haven't been used in circulation are much rarer and far more desirable to collectors. These uncirculated coins are often pristine, with sharp details and smooth surfaces that make them stand out from the crowd. But that's not all. Another reason the 1986 Washington quarter could be worth a significant amount of money is due to the potential for minting errors. Errors in the coin's production process, like off-center strikes or double strikes, can dramatically increase a coin's value. Collectors actively search for coins with these rare minting mistakes, and if you have one, you're sitting on AGEM.SO. What's the price for a 1986 Washington quarter that's in excellent condition or has a minting error? Some of these coins can fetch as much as $34,000. That's right, this coin, which you might have once thought was only worth 25 cents, could actually be worth $34,000 if it's in great shape or has a unique error. Next time you're checking your pocket change or digging through a coin collection, take a second look at any 1986 Washington quarters you find. With the right condition or a rare minting error, you might just have a coin worth thousands of dollars. Top 5. The 1993 Washington quarter, like many other coins, was minted in large quantities. However, the value of a coin doesn't only come from its age or how many were made. The real value is in its condition and any potential rare features it might have. For example, if you come across a 1993 quarter that's in uncirculated condition, you're holding a much rarer coin than most. Uncirculated coins have never been used in transactions and are free from wear and damage. These pristine coins are highly sought after by collectors, which means they can fetch a much higher price. But there's more. If your 1993 Washington quarter has any minting errors, such as a double strike or an off-center design, the value can skyrocket even more. Minting errors are a big deal in the coin world, and collectors will pay a premium for a coin with a unique mistake that makes it stand out from the rest. So, how much could a 1993 Washington quarter be worth? In excellent condition, or with a rare minting error, this quarter could be worth as much as $26,000. Yes, this simple quarter could end up being worth $26,000. That's the magic of coin collecting. You just never know when you might find a hidden treasure. Next time you're looking through your coins, take a moment to examine any 1993 Washington quarters you find. Who knows, you might just have a valuable coin on your hands that could be worth thousands.